Shalom everyone, it's Rabbi Jenny Solomon from Beth Myers Synagogue with a Mincha moment. This week we are reading in the Torah Parashat Yitro. Yitro is known for many things, but Yitro was a Midianite, actually not formally a part of the Jewish people, but such an important player in our story. And he becomes Moses, our teacher's father-in-law. So in this week's Torah portion, perhaps the most climactic moment is when Moshe receives the 10 Commandments on Mount Sinai. But I actually want to refer back to a moment before that amazing moment of revelation, which is a moment in which Yitro sits down with Moshe and basically has a conversation as old as time about the nature of burnout. So long before there were entire shelves in the self-help department devoted to helping folks navigate the experience of burnout, whether it's in your job or your relationship or other aspects of your life, Yitro had some simple, powerful, and I believe incredibly wise advice. He says to Moshe, Ki kaved mimcha hadavar, this thing is too heavy for you. Presumably it's too heavy for you to carry alone. And he goes on to say, Lo tuchal asahu levadecha. You can't do this all by yourself. So what is Moshe to do? Yitro basically is telling him if he continues at this pace, he's going to run himself into the ground and he'll be of service to no one, certainly not to the Holy One. And so he suggests to Moshe, you do you. You do the parts of your work that only you, Moshe, can do. To be an intermediary with the Holy One of Blessing. To help navigate incredibly difficult decisions that people can't find their way to agree. Those are the places where Moshe, you need to lead. But you also need to find other capable people whom you can trust, whom you can lean into, who can carry their part of the work. And in doing so, when we're all working together, everyone will rise. I think this is still incredible advice, and not only in sort of the big ways of how we navigate our professional lives, our relationships, but also moment to moment. I know for myself, the moments when I feel overwhelmed and anxious and worried, it's often because I have forgotten this wisdom. I have been deluded into thinking that whatever it is that needs to be done, that I can do it myself or that I must do it myself. And that is rarely the case. When I plug back into this kind of knowing, this sort of awareness that while there are things that I must do, there are so many people I can lean into for help. There's so many people whom I trust, who I can partner with to help carry the load. And not only that, I can always lean in to the presence of God. I can lean into my spiritual practice, whether it's through prayer or meditation or movement or poetry. So many different ways that I can lean in, even to my own breath. And remember that none of us can do it alone. It's too heavy. So lean in, my friends. We can't do it alone. We need each other. And know that this advice, this wisdom, we owe it a special debt of gratitude to our teacher, Yitro, and our leader, Moses. Peace. Shalom, everyone.